Currently at my home over here in Surprise, back where everything started from. But I just wanted to do a quick video. I'm in the process right now. I've done, I think, 2 part outs, plus I've gotten a lot of other parts just from other miscellaneous places from people looking to get rid of stuff in bulk. So I've got quite a bit of parts at the shop. I've gotten rid of like 2 engines in the last week. Just kind of getting everything organized. So I am making room so that way people can actually start renting out the lift. But I do have a truck that's going to be coming in for parts. And so I get asked, God, quite a bit, surprisingly, um, for people asking if I have tan interior parts. I want to say probably 80%, maybe even 90% of the vehicles that I get in are all gray. I very, very rarely get any tan. I don't know why. So I'm gonna go through this just to kind of let everyone know what's on here. You guys can inquire for additional details and pricing. There is some stuff on the vehicle that is already sold. Basically, it's already called for. So I'm gonna go through here and just show you guys exactly what is on the truck. And if you guys are interested, feel free to reach out. az4runnerparts at gmail.com is the email. That's the best place where you can send a message and we can kind of process everything. I can get back to you pretty easily through there. But as you can see, it does look like a 2006, 2009. It is technically a 2005. So if you guys look at all the cladding, you can see that the cladding does jump to a thicker, and that's because the previous owner had 2 black ones. He had a 06, I believe, and then he had this 05. 06 was a V6, and this is a V8 05, so it does have the VVTi. It is a good working condition vehicle, meaning it does run and drive on its own. However, it does have a burnt piston, so I've just been not wanting to really put any miles on it. I don't want to cause any further damage. He had AAA, so I went ahead and had the vehicle towed over here. And then from here, I'll have it towed over to the shop just because I don't want to drive, 30, 40 miles. I'd rather not put any miles on it if it doesn't need it. I will do a video of it starting if the battery is charged. I'm not sure if the battery is good or not. It's been sitting in here for, I don't know, a few days now. But as you guys can see, it does have a color matched custom grill. So I don't have the exact details on the grill, but I do know that it's a piece by piece build. So he had to actually buy this whole trim and then have that paint matched, and then the Toyota stuff was all added by, I think, another company, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But he's got the lights in there and stuff that can all be hooked up, or you can obviously change those out to something different if you wanted. I am selling the hood and the grill together just because they are paint matched. I'm not separating those pieces, so if you guys are interested in the hood and the grill and you have another black hood and you're local, feel free to reach out. I do have 2 good fenders. These are black fenders. I forgot the color code on this. Looks like the cladding is a little eaten up. Maybe it was trimmed, looks like, from the rubbing on the previous tires that he had on here. He does have some Total Chaos, and obviously the Fox suspension is not available. But some Total Chaos upper control arms. And then you guys can see that there is some upgraded tie rod ends. And once I get a closer look, I'm pretty sure this has the the Tundra rack on it. So don't quote me on that, guys, but I'm pretty sure that it does. It does have some good CVs on here. Those are likely OEM. And then it also has gusseted spindles. And these are all good. There's nothing wrong with these. They're not bent. These are all 100% perfect. It also has aftermarket headlights. And then there is also prinsu roof rack. So the prinsu roof rack does have some minor little holes in it. Nothing that can't be covered up with something different. You can see that there's a couple that are stripped out. Happens to mine personally on my 4th gen as well. Like if I go out to my 4th gen real quick, you guys can see it's just those aluminum bars. So I have out of mine. You can see there's one in there that's stuck. That one's fine, but it doesn't have all of them. And there's that one. But yeah, it's just a common issue, I feel like, with those aluminum extrusion bars, whatever they're called. But this is a V8 4-wheel drive. The icon shocks in the back are also called for. But this does have good like rear axle. It has a good running engine that just needs to be rebuilt on the burnt piston issue. He just didn't want to put any more money into this thing. He was just done with it. It does have a good transmission. Does have a good transfer case. I've already personally gotten mine, so I will be selling these ones. As for the interior goes, I'm going to start with the door panels. So you guys can see it's got the nice limited trim on these. And then for the back door, it's also got some nice tan interior doors. It's got the leather. Those are really nice. The tops are nice. No scratches. And he had a dog too, which, I mean, I don't think this was a spare runner for him. So there wasn't really a dog in here, which is good because that's just watermarks. There's nothing on there that's scratched. So yeah, I mean the dashboard on this thing, guys. Look at the dashboard. Limited dashboard. It's got an uncracked center speaker as well. This will be the second one I've seen in like 3 weeks that has an uncracked center speaker. It's got center dash vents. It's got all the dash vents. Everything in here is really clean. Carpet looks really good. It has some mats. It does have some covers, and from what I saw, these seats are actually pretty good condition. It's got like some other little protection like padding underneath, but I'll have to get those removed in order to get a full view on the seats. But from what I can tell, they look like they're in pretty good condition. He just tried to keep them protected as much as possible. I'm not sure if there's any upgraded stereo speakers. It does have like the pod mounts on this thing. Not sure if there's any upgraded speakers. Looks like the high pressure line, I'm not sure if it was leaking or not. I'll have to find out if it's actually holding pressure. But it's possible he just did that as a buffer so that it doesn't rub against there, because he probably had a winch on here. So this is driver's side. Really nice. I mean, really, really nice. It's got both of the wedge strips for the windshield. It's got the arms, good arms for the windshield. And then it does have the 06 to 09 taillights, as well as the camera that's built into this. So this camera is actually pretty nice. I've used this backup camera, and it works really, really nice. I've never thought I would want one, but after using it, it's very nice. It does have this back bumper piece. Like I said, this came off of 06 to 09. He did have, I believe, I want to say maybe like a C4 bumper on here. I forget which one he took off, but that will be, something that someone might want, so you don't have to trim yours. If someone's looking for an already cut bumper for something aftermarket, let me know. And then this whole tailgate is already listed on eBay, as well as the sport hood and grill. So you guys can check out the eBay store if you're looking for something like that. And then these tail lights are probably going to end up being sold before the weekend, so I've had a couple of people interested in those. Check out the door panels on the driver's side. Kind of losing a little bit of light over here, but these things are nice. Tops are nice. Looks like this one might have a couple little scratches right there. So that's driver rear. Looks like there's a few little scratches in here too. You can kind of feel them as you glide your hand across. That's kind of how I tell. But yeah, you can see those ones are not the prettiest, that's for sure. Back seats though, I mean, these things are really, really nice. Looks like this needs to be sealed towards the back, but if someone's just looking for the cup holder, that thing works flawlessly. But I'm pretty sure that just needs to be tucked back in there. Thing is really nice. It does not have the speaker covers. It does have mirrors. So I had someone earlier that was already asking me if I had speaker covers for this thing. I do not. It does have the speaker cover for the JBL, but for whatever reason there's mirrors in here. So maybe they took them out. I'm not sure. And then of course driver. Driver's pretty nice. I don't feel any, maybe a couple little nicks right in here, but nothing terrible. So door panels are overall, I mean, I'd probably say maybe 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10 for all of them. I think 7 out of 10 is a little on the mean side. But it does have the AC inverter. It's got some aftermarket buttons for the ditch lights. It does have airbag with the controls. Looks like this also does have the curtain airbags. So we'll have another set of curtain airbags coming in. And this does have the high 2, high 4, low switch. It's got, wow, one of those. I haven't seen one of those and actually there. That's pretty amazing. That doesn't stay down, but it could just be that spring needs to be pushed in and that thing will stay in place. But that's pretty cool. You never see those complete like that unless you buy a new one. It does have the leather center armrest as well as the 5-button center console. It's got the matching cup holder divider and then everything that you would want for center matching bezel trim. It's got a lot of nice looking door seals. So these door seals don't look like they really have any rips. Sometimes they get rips down here. Everything looks pretty good. So I mean, this thing's probably pretty quiet when you're driving it. I know in my 3rd gen I got quite a few rips and that thing is just loud. I have some I need to replace, but it's just finding time to get to it, right? Overall frame on this thing, pretty good. Good old Arizona frame. Little tiny bit of surface rust in the back. As you can see, like right here, nothing crazy. And they did cut these off. So these little spare tire stoppers, whatever you want to call those, he cut those off so he can get a little bit more clearance, I think, to put a 285 in there. And that was his way of adjusting it, but I don't think that really affects the frame. But if anyone's looking for clean title frame, or you need a body, and you're looking for doors, whatever it might be, reach out. Maybe we can do some kind of package deal where you take, you know, a rolling chassis. So this is the 2005 Limited V8 4x4. Once again, guys, reach out to az4runnerparts at gmail.com. And you guys can do a pre-order if you guys are looking for something specific on this, just because these parts are hard to get. And this is a very, very clean rig, especially the interior tan parts. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great night. Time to go feed the kids.